Welcome back to the Imaxit Football YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. As you saw, I've decided that I'm going to dedicate at least 30 minutes to what just transpired as it relates to the hurricane. I'm going to try and go through all of it, explain what I saw took place, show a few clips, and see if we can even attempt to get as much information towards people that really needs it most. All right, so that is my piece that I wanted to start with. So that's why I've made sure to do like a 30-minute spacing right there. So I wanted to go through it. All right. So we saw Brian Burke already in the house. Massive respect, Sir Brian Burke. Hope you're well. First, I have to start this one to condolences for everyone in the Caribbean that lost their lives. All right. Because at this point, I'm hearing uncertain news that it's up to like 10 persons lost their lives. All right, maybe around 2 to 3 in Jamaica already. Obviously you can't know the full totality at this point due to the fact that it's just like a couple hours ago before it actually the storm actually passed, so you can't judge that. All right, so it could be much worse. All right. First, I have to say, stay as safe. Listen to the instruction of the personnel in charge because that is very much important. I saw clips of people dancing, literally like celebrating and stuff and all of those things, when you could have exert that same energy to try and assist your neighbors and also your families as well. You understand me? So I was not really pleased by that. I know a lot of you guys might be seeing those clips. I might show them some. I will show them at some point of this 30-minute little spree. Big up yourself, Omar Fowling. Thanks for being here. Jaro, massive respect. Thanks for being here. I've just stated why I'm really early today. All right. So you had a hurricane that was actually formed very early in the hurricane season, which is called Hurricane Beryl. All right, the hurricane went up to category 5, and they had some measurements for category 5. So I'm going to try and get the measurements for hurricanes. All right. So I can actually give you that. All right. So category 1 should be between 74 and 95 miles per hour. All right. Category 2 should be between 96 and 110 miles per hour. Major, because major starts at 3, which should be Hurricane Gilbert. All right, so Hurricane Gilbert was a actual category 3. All right, so it starts from 111 to, and it goes straight up to 129 miles per hour. So that's what considers as a category 3. Category 4 starts from 130 up to 156, and obviously for five it would have started from 157 and goes up to an higher level. Obviously I've not seen any category 6 ratings here, so I do assume that majority of the hurricanes in the past was maxed out at category 5. If you guys have any other information on that, please provide it to me, as it like you have any higher hurricane than category 5. All right, yes, but higher hurricanes than category 5 would have been mental, because it is saying 157 miles per hour wind. All right, that is insane. All right, but anyways, it's Jamaica at category 4. All right, I think the exact reading was 140 or 139 miles per hour. All right, some of the places in Jamaica, based on what I've researched here, especially on the southern coast, they had maxed out winds of 130. So based off that, that is still higher than majority of the wind speed recorded in the Gilbert time. So that is definitely a tough one as well. All right. Omar Fowling says party in the hurricane, Jamaica, no normal. Yes, I saw it. It's on Twitter right there. I'm going to show it soon. It never looked really good, because at the same time, and I saw a lot of people defending it as well. And it only goes to tell me that, you know, I don't think most people took it serious, which is not good, because something of this such a big danger, you won't take it so serious. And I've watched a lot of other clips, and I don't think people actually acknowledge the danger of what actually just took place. You understand me? Which is very, very shocking. It's very, very shocking. But maybe you should expect something like that. Most of us, like in our daily conversation, you would have expected something like that, which a lot of people wouldn't empathize towards what's taking actual place. Which is definitely sad, but that's where we are in our development, and definitely um, they need to enforce some things, And the next part I saw, where in which I had some serious problems with, you had mayors and other personnel that had to go out begging people to come off the street, begging people to come off the street. So clearly that helps on the other side to tell you that most people don't even acknowledge the danger at all. They were begging them. People had to go out there, actual persons in constituencies had to go out there directly to tell people, please come off the street, explain the dangers actually coming, yes. And obviously you had a lot of mental health personnels down in downtown Kingston. I saw a clip that he had to go out there and talk to them, which I love the fact that he went out there, because a lot of us would have gotten angry and said, okay, if you want to die, go there, stay out there and die. Because if I told you once, told you twice, you don't want to move, I'm going to leave it there. Naturally, that's the way we would have dealt with things. So I love the maturity from that personnel that went out there, plead to them, explain to them properly what the conditions are. And even though they were kind of mentally challenged personnels, they still went with the personnel there. I don't know most of these guys. Obviously, I'm from Jamaica, but I'm not living in Jamaica now, so I don't really follow up the politics and who runs certain constituencies and stuff. So definitely, but I just can give you what I'm seeing right there. All right, but where I had a slight problem now, because he spoke to the mentally challenged personnels, and he could have gotten them to come off the street. But now we're going to move over to some of the non-mental personnels, sane human beings, and this is where the conversation took two sides, because I can understand them, because you have to know about the history of Jamaica. All right, so he spoke to some, and they said they are not leaving their houses. They are not leaving their houses because they went through Gilbert. It was rough, but also when they left their houses, they never got back much things. And the first thing we can all beg people, please be civil. Have little empathy. A lot of people might not be, the house might not be conditioned, not being conditioned to withstand the problems. And they don't want to take the risk, and they have to leave their houses to go to a shelter. So please be respectful and don't really break into a lot of people's houses. So if you hear someone house caved in on them, I think it is because they are in fear of losing their houses. You understand me? By people actually thieving stuffs out of their houses, which is not nice. That is definitely a tough one for the people. So I can empathize with them not wanting to leave it, because obviously, even if you survive, some people would say, but your life is more important. But most of them have to start back over. And in Jamaica, it's not hard. It's not easy to start back over. You understand me? So I don't agree with them, because they're acknowledging that they know the condition, but at the same time they can't leave it because they know what will take place after. So that one was a tough one. That one was a tough one, to be honest. Let me know if you guys saw that, but that was definitely a tough one. All right, let me go through the comment section so we can get a few more of the comments. 1 second, guys. And guys, once you come in, please do hit like button, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you are well, because obviously we have a lot of persons view our contents directly from in Jamaica. So you just tell me that you're in Jamaica and you're well. You understand me? Yes. Let me try and go here to get the rest of the comments. So we have enlightenment, upliftment says every time a storm is coming, that's the same thing. Nothing changes. Okay, okay. Well, over the years, when I was actually in Jamaica, storm always slated to come, but never really came directly as to what we're seeing now. You understand me? So I can understand where people take it for okay, maybe it's one of those things. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. You get me? Brian Burke says, hope all is well with everyone in Jamaica. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. Drew Ross, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. It was refreshing to see leaders making an effort to help others. Yes, man. Drew Ross says, everyone, JD was once a area leader. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about there. Dr. Gigi said, not you alone, JD. I'm in JA and I don't know all the politicians' names. Okay, okay. Well, I just don't know them. And even when I was actually in Jamaica, I never knew them either. All right. Omar said, this the sane people seems more mentally challenged in their reasoning. It's a double-edged sword. Tough decision to make. All right, but that's why, you had people that said they're not going to leave, just for not leaving sake, because they might be one of the ones who want to commit the crimes and all of those things. You understand me? Because two things. If you leave to the shelter, it's to help you, but also for people to take account for you being there. So if anything takes place in those communities, you can always be written off that list. You understand me? Well, a lot of persons decide that they're not going to take themselves off that list and decides that they're going to stay, which is not the best thing. All right. The one in the dance, the dance thing is very much not good at all. All right. So now let me move towards how to help. Obviously, I would advise people to get directly to your families to see if they are in need of anything. Yeah, definitely get directly to your families. All right. But if you have more to spare and you want to assist everyone or anyone, all right, or maybe you don't have any families and you want to assist someone, you could donate directly to the Caribbean one. All right, you have a Caribbean one because it's a lot of places got damaged, St. Lucia and all of those places. I'm going to tell you directly where the storm came from to where it's going. All right, Hurricane Beryl has devastated the Caribbean. Here is how you can help from Miami. Okay, so people in Miami, that's how you could help. All right, let me see if I can find any link right here. All right, so okay, they gave everywhere. All right, for everywhere. They stated here, Hurricane Beryl has nearly leveled some islands in the southern eastern Caribbean and killed at least 7 people. So this was an older article. On Wednesday, it was slicing through Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, while Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, and other nations in the region are assessing damage. There's no doubt that Category 4 Beryl has been devastating for many. Forecasting have predicted that the hurricane will make landfall in Mexico later this week. So it's going to be a hurricane for the longest while. All right. The Caribbean will need assistance to recover. Here's how South Florida can help. The Grenada government is accepting cash, including donation via bank transfer. The government is also sharing information on Facebook the Facebook page on how to help. So you can go there. If you don't trust it to donate directly to your bank, go to the Facebook page for Grenada, and definitely there you can get more additional information. And for persons that might not have the internet and want to go directly to the phone, which more likely if you have the phone watching this, you would have had the internet. But if you found it easier, you could go this route. The the consulate of Grenada in Miami is looking for shipping partners by air and sea that can get emergency supplies and donation to Grenada, Curacao, and Petit Martinique as soon as possible. The phone number to call for those interested in collaborating, I am going to drop the phone number right here so you guys could get it. All right, but it is 305-465-1957. Let me drop it right here so you guys can get it right here. All right, so that's the number for the rest of the islands. All right, so if you know your family there, because obviously my channel, we have a lot of people all around the actual Americas region. All right, so if you're from Grenada, Curacao, Martinique, and all of those places that felt the tough part of the storm, definitely get in touch right there. It will be possible soon to drop off donations for Grenada in the city of Miramar. The Consulate General of Grenada in Miami announced on Wednesday an addressed and drop-off schedule will be available soon. All right. All right, so St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all right, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is receiving cash donations for a disaster relief fund. The donations can be sent to account. All right, I will put that right there in the chat. But account number 137741. All right, so that is for St. Vincent. The name will be connected to it. All right, and if you're rewatching this video, please go to the live stream section and you will see all of the names, numbers for donation spots posted. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy them separate when I'm finished with the actual stream and put them in the pin comment so you can find all the disaster relief locations. All right, so that is very much important for people that want to support. All right, okay, let me put the Swift code. All right, Swift code, let me put it right here as well. This is important. All right, so that's for St. Vincent. So that's the way you can complete your task. All right, and Florida residents, Hendrix Bissons has put together a Facebook fundraiser. All right, so if you want to go there and you want to support St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you can go to the fundraiser of Hendrix Bissons. All right, let me put it right here. All right, and for Jamaica now, for Jamaica, all right, for Jamaica. And remember, this is directly for people in Miami or Florida overall, because maybe you're someplace close to Miami. You could flash go there and donate. All right, so they said Jamaica's Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management is accepting cash donations to account 212-387-304 Oxford branch. All right, Oxford branch of the National Commercial Bank. All right, so let me see if I can put it right here, if it's over more than 250 characters, so I can put it right here so everyone can read it. All right, it looks like it's more than 250 characters, so let me try and take off as much. All right, okay, it's okay. I can get everything that is needed. All right, so Oxford branch. All right, so that's it for Jamaica. So for everyone inside Miami, want to help your family, definitely that's the place to look. Okay, yes. And a Caribbean wide relief. All right, this is like the money will go everywhere. All right, Global Empowerment Mission, a non-profit that responds to conflicts and natural disasters. Is looking for volunteers to pack emergency supplies boxes from its warehouse in Doral. All right, 1850 NW 84th Avenue. All right. suit 100 donations are being packed daily from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All right, donations from GEM can also be purchased on Amazon or dropped off at its facilities Monday through Fridays. All right, yes, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. All right, yes. So definitely Miami, or people inside Florida overall, is definitely making a effort to try and help as best as possible. All right, yes. So run to all of those numbers and try and see if you can assist in any way you possible could. All right, because you never may know what's popping, and you could be helpful you could be as it relates to even extra dollar. All right, Divya says $34. Okay, all right. Can't read that. I can't read that. All right, Claudia, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. JD, are you sure those sites are legit? Yes, 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 yes. This is definitely the main page, and they're telling you exactly who is running those sites. So let me just put the entire link so people can check it for themselves. All right. Yeah, man, it's legit sites, because I was looking to see where something could connect towards Jamaica, yeah. And that was my start of the conversation. So, as what we said, condolences to all of the persons that maybe lost their lives inside, overall, because obviously St. Lucia and those countries lost a lot of people early on, and majority of the country flattened. So, I think Jamaica might actually have more damage because of the size of Jamaica, yes. But at the same time, it's going to be tougher for them to recoup due to the fact that maybe everything is gone. So even maybe their resources to start rebuilding actually might have problems. So Jamaica might lose even more because it might be a bigger country, but they might have most of their resources locations still up to speed, and that would definitely help them to recover faster, even though they might lost more than St. Lucia and those places. So if you like overall, you just want to help in general, read those articles and see if you can definitely try and support them in any way, shape, or form. All right, so that's 22 minutes. Let me know, guys, if you're rewatching it, where you're watching it from, especially if you're from 22 especially if you're from in one of those regions that have actually been hit by the storm. All right, yes, definitely drop your comments. Let me know where are you watching it from and what's good. If you're okay, if you lost your house, your entire house, roof, family member, all of those things. All right, yeah, man. But as we said, we said at the start, this is a football channel, but we definitely wanted to talk about that and put some light to it. So obviously, maybe some of our subscribers that has challenges, maybe they could get their voices out there and such. All right. So that was the main reason of this, me putting it in the title. All right. So hope you do understand me talking about it. All right. Yeah. So stay safe, follow the rules of your government, whichever country you're in, all right? And especially if you're in Jamaica, follow the damn rules, all right? Yes. I saw a lot of decent people following the rules, but I saw a lot of people that are very much unruly, causing as much problems as possible, which I don't respect that, all right? I don't respect that at all. Tajay said, I'm from TNT. We were safe. We never almost ever suffer from hurricanes. Okay. Claudia Fletcher says, we have to help each other. Yes, but I know that maybe some people can work with who they have affinity towards, which I can't blame them for that. All right. So if they said, all right, I'm gonna go for Jamaica only, all right, then no problem. Just do it, because the more Jamaica gets help, it's the less help Jamaica want, and maybe eventually things from Jamaica can go other places. Because I heard the Prime Minister had said that they are still trying to help other countries as well. So maybe if we have enough products, we might just start helping other people. So at the same time, it might just turn out even better. So if you donate to Jamaica, it might just reach to other people that want it. If everyone in Jamaica gets every single thing. All right. I would assume that's what the government would have done. I don't know nothing about the government in Jamaica because I've left a long time. All right. Yes. Omar Folin said it's good to show compassion and empathy, JD. Yes, man. Well, I'm telling you, I've learned a lot last night just sitting down and watch it. All right, and seeing some people how they do react. It's different, man. It's different level, man. Different level. I'm telling you, man, it's different level. It's shocking the way how some people act, man. I can't believe in 2024, a lot of these people stays like this, you know, which is shocking. But at the end of the day, people have to learn some way. All right. Everton S. Jackson said, please do not send your money to the American Red Cross. Haiti is still waiting for for the hundreds of millions of dollars they collected on behalf of Haiti after the earthquake 2010. Okay, well, look at the list, look at the thing that I've posted and tell me if it has nothing to do with Red Cross, because I never actually saw Red Cross there. This was just like people collected all of the locations and put them there, vet them and put them there on this actual website. So that's why I provided the website, and they provide clarity to those things. So every individual that you want to go and donate to, you tend to get a backstory for them, and when you go to their specific sites, you're going to get the backstories, so you decide if you want to go with it or not, which I think is very, very much clear. All right. It is gonna need help. Also, they got some of Beryl. Yeah, man, that's why I put Eid in the conversation. Fabian Full says, happy 4th of July. Thoughts and prayers for everyone affected by the event back home. Sending big hugs, peace, and love from UK. Godfrey Drummond, thanks for being here. Massive, massive respect. All right. So, should I go to the football or should I go through a few more of the articles as it relates to the hurricane and directly Jamaica? Because I had some information directly from Jamaica here and on the BBC 7 hours ago. I could have gone through it, but I don't know if you guys are interested to continue. All right. Let me know, and then I can maybe dedicate more time to it if you guys want that. All right, Neil Golson, bless of yourself, thanks for being here. But it's the people inside decides, because I said it was only half an hour, so let me know if you guys want me to continue. All right, Sadna, big of yourself, thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right, so let me know, guys, where are you watching from? If you're watching from Jamaica, and which part of Jamaica you are, and what how affected you were there as well. All right, JD, was not meant for you. Just okay, no problem, no problem. All right, so let me Brian says continue. Said let me go through BBC. Said it's a disaster. Hurricane Beryl batters Jamaica, and they had some pictures there showing you. All right, powerful hurricane Beryl has hit Jamaica with heavy winds and rain damaging buildings and felling trees on the Caribbean island. The Category 4 brought winds up to 130 miles per hour, which we had talked about that at early on. All right, 215 kilometers per hour if you want to do the conversion, because some location ranks different. Like me in Belgium, it's in kilometer. In Jamaica, it's in miles, and I assume in England, which takes Jamaica takes everything from, should be in miles, which I know for sure it's in miles, because when I went over there the last time, that was the case on Jamaica's southern coast. All right, social media photos show flood water pouring down streets with roofs ripping off by the wind. All right, the storm has killed at least 7 people so far as it sweeps across the Caribbean. It has now been downgraded to a Category 3 storm and is due to make landfall in Mexico later on Friday. Then they're writing in relation to what person said. It's terrible. Everything's gone. I'm in my house and scared. Am I Wellington, resident of rural farming community in southern St. Elizabeth Parish, was quoted as saying by Reuters news agency. It's a disaster. And then they went to the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. Okay, Andrew Holness earlier urged people to take this hurricane seriously. If you live in a low-lying area and area historically prone to flooding and landslide, or if you live on the banks of a river or a gully, I implore you to evacuate to a shelter or to safer ground, he said. So definitely he gave some very much valid ideas, yes, go to higher ground if you're in certain location, definitely. And it shows that he was correct right after. All right, I heard about two deaths. I'm gonna go through them. All right, JD, schoolboy footballers was in camp. Okay. East Kingston, Jamaica, not really affected that much. Wow, that is good to know that Kingston never affected that much when they said that it was going to hit closer to Kingston. Let me see the Jamaica map here. Map. All right, so Jamaica map here. All right, so Kingston is here. Old Harbour. So Old Harbour, Alligator Pan, Kingston, Yallas, Morant Bay, Old Harbour, Alligator Pan, Treasure Beach, and those places. Think maybe stops closer to Treasure Beach. All of those places should be hit hard. So maybe you are up in Kingston, higher up. So maybe that's why you're least affected. But I do believe that the lines of Kingston Shore definitely, our coast I should say, definitely should be hit hard as all of the other places. As hard as all the other places, based on how I saw the hurricane path here, because I'm looking at it. Yes, and definitely all of those areas were hit heavy. I think maybe the hurricane actually comes close and actually touches. I am not sure if it touches, but it might just touch the Alligator Pond area based on one of the times. That's the eye I'm talking. The hurricane was big enough to cover the entire Jamaica. But at the same time, you don't know what you're going to get with the outer bands of the hurricane. But definitely, if you get the eye, you're going to get as much destruction as what the hurricane actually brings. All right? So that's what I do know about the setup. Okay? St. Elizabeth got the brunt of it. All right, St. Elizabeth. Where is St. Elizabeth? All right. All right, so this is better. All right, so I can see it right here. Maximize it. 1 second, guys. Just trying to maximize this. All right, so St. Elizabeth got the brunt of it. All right, so St. Elizabeth, Mandeville, Clarendon, Portmore, Maypen, Kingston, St. Thomas. So St. Thomas didn't get the brunt of it as well, because I think that St. Thomas should be affected very, very bad, and like Rocky Point. So Rocky Point, that's Portland Point. That's Rocky Point right here. Rocky Point should be affected more than anything else. I am surprised that you said St. Elizabeth got the brunt of it, but Rocky Point and also Morant Bay didn't get as much. I think they are worst off affected than St. Elizabeth based on the location of St. Elizabeth. I'm looking at the entire map and I want to think that Rocky Point, Morant Bay would have been the worst affected, because if you look at Portmore is still inside a little bit more than Morant Bay and Rocky Point. Rocky Point are the two extended parts of the island based on the overall trajectory of the storm. Yes, or at least the eye of the storm. That's the closest place the eye came, if not actually touched there, or you could actually see the eye. All right. Yes. All right. So we have, okay. I'm on Windward Road. Add light and water right through. Okay, Windward Road. All right, so you're on the Windward Road. I saw a camera. I think they said I Jamaica, the camera called, and they had a camera right close to, I think it was Crossroad. So right on that same street. I don't know if it's halfway tree road. I don't know if it continues to be halfway tree road, where in which you had the clock right where Carib is. Maybe it's Lipen Road or halfway tree road. I think it should be halfway tree road led towards Slipen Road. All right. Yes, so that part looked solid. So I expect Windward Road should be looking solid as well. All right. Yes. Why am I acting like I know so much so much parts of Jamaica? Damn. It's looking like I know a lot of the areas in Kingston. Like word for word. Yeah. Damn. Ernest, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. Alright, I said 1 July. No, we're gonna talk about that because that one was up at Arnett. They said Arnett. They were playing football, and based on what the parent said, that's the mother. I thought I heard from. She said that they were playing football and someone must have kicked the ball inside the gully itself. You know that big gully. What's that? Cali Smith Drive. It's up in Trenchtown. You have a big gully and you have one of the biggest streets. Think it should name Cali Smith Drive because I'm from jungle. So if I don't know the street, that means I'm terrible. All right. Let me know, guys, if that street is Cali Smith Drive. All right. Yeah. But whatever street that is that runs from Arnett through Trenchtown, Mexico, go straight through Rima. All right. I think it ended up at the bottom of Rima down to Spanish Town Road. Think it should be Cali Smith Drive, but what that gully, it looks like he fell inside it. He fell inside it, and they tried to track him straight down to Rima, obviously, and a lot of divers tried to get to him, but they couldn't find him. All right. They couldn't find him after. All right, and that's tough. That's tough because they had a curfew. And she said that they called the police. They tried to reach out to the police. And the police told them that it's a curfew. You shouldn't be there. Thank you, lied. Thank you, lied. A massive respect for that. All right, so Cali Smith Drive it is then. And it should be the main gully there from the Arnett side. So that drag him straight down to Rima bottom. I don't think he would have survived so long. All right, because that's a big gully, you know. All right, yes, and that's like 20 foot. I would say like 20-foot drop. Because I was playing in that a lot of times. So around 20-foot drop. Remember, I'm from Trenchtown, so that we played in that. Played on Mexico field a lot. Yeah. So a 20-foot drop, filled with water, maybe around 25 foot wide, 25 to 30 foot wide. So you look at how much. Yeah, my goodness, I can't even calculate the amount of water in that. You ain't surviving with the speed that it's coming with. All right, yes. So it looks like he died. That's the one that died, and they said the police said they are on curfew. So why is it they are outside? You know. So you think that the police acted in the right manner? Let me know. Yes or no, guys. You thought that the police acted in the right manner, or you thought that they could have dealt with the situation completely different? Because when I've looked at it, you know, I am saying that you could empathize with the situation and still try to run out, but maybe they have their own plan. That's why they put a actual curfew in place, so they would have only gone out to emergency situation because they might not have the amount of resources to cover so much things. That's why they made sure to enforce a curfew so you don't come out. So I can understand where the police them coming from as well. You get me? I can understand where the police them coming from as well, you know. You get me? Because obviously they might have limited resources in a dangerous area, especially jungle. The whole of jungle, which is Arnett, Trenchtown, Dronestone to some extent. Dronestone is in between Jungle and also Slipen Road as well. But Dronestone, Rima, Mexico, that's Jungle. Then you have Tivoli down there, you have Rosetown a little bit out, then you have Denham Town. You understand me? So they are trying to prepare for looting and all of those things. You understand me? So I can understand directly police telling you, listen to me, man. It was over all radio stations that you shouldn't come out and you're outside. So tell you what, you're going to get exactly what you want, you know, because you're listening, you're looking out for that. You get me? Because I am trying to save as much lives as possible, and you are trying to give up your life in the worst possible way. You understand me? So I can understand where they're coming from, people. All right? Because they are trying to strategize how to make sure they don't lose all of their forces when they are trying to stop looting and all of those things. And if you're old enough, you went through enough storms in Jamaica, you know that's a thing. So I could see where, and you only can go off past actions. That's the only way you make calculations. All right? So I can understand why they're doing that. All right. Yes, I know a lot would burn them out just the same, and I can understand why you want to burn them out. But if someone telling not to do something, and his overall task is to make sure the entire country is safe, he's going to always strategize to save the most people than only one. It sounds away, but that is actually the truth. All right. Good afternoon, Dre. Massive respect. Trenchtown Gully, Collie Smith Drive. Yes, man. He was playing ball and tried to retrieve the ball in the gully. All right. Yeah, that is definitely tough still. That was true love for football. JD, charity will donate to that family. Okay. No, nice. Juras in the house said, yes, my dad grew in that area. He said, no way he's surviving that. Yeah, man, he's not surviving that at all. Did they clean the gully? It doesn't matter if the gully is clean or not, you're still not surviving. It's a big gully, you know, man. All right, and they always told us to avoid it when rain fall. So imagine when storm come in, if they're telling you to avoid it when rainfall. Guys, remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe once you come in. All right? Yeah, man. Once you come in, you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I forgot to even set the poll so people could remember to hit the like button. But obviously, that was not for this, you know? All right. So we have set it now. Right, so we have Decolard said, man them no listen. Yes. Omar said the purpose of the curfew was to prevent the emergency, people at risk. And also I minimized minimize situation like this with the limited resources. Yes, that is exactly what I thought, and that's why I understand maybe they use the wrong words and stuff, because that itself, if you're trying to make people be more empathetic towards others, you have to start with empathy as well. You understand me? So you have to deal with it more mature. So you could say that the police them was definitely not mature in the way they had spoke on the matter. That is definitely a true assessment as well. But two things could be correct at the same time. All right. I completely pushed away the way they talked to the parent. That is empathyless, 100%. All right. Yeah, that is 100% empathyless. All right. Yeah, clearly that is terrible the way they approached it. All right. But at the same time, I can understand why they would have tried to go in the direction of saying things like that. They might can't find a wording to sympathize or to empathize as well. All right, because our society is not that empathetic. We have to be honest to ourselves. All right, our society is trained to be tough, so sometimes people only can resonate to what they do know, and they're gonna talk in that said manner. Let me know if I'm off or that is exactly the situation. All right. Abe, thanks for being here, said police shouldn't lose their lives because of one hard-headed person. They are at work, so it's a part of their job. But as what we're saying, because if it was only him alone and they never wanted to go there, none at all, that would have come off wrong and they could have lost their job for that. But maybe they had strategized to go different places. That's what I'm talking about. And him would have put the rest of Jamaica in much more danger right there, because now they might have to send out 20, 30 people when 20, 30 people could have covered an entire community. You understand me? So that's why they are asking something. It's not because they want to bully you out of certain positions. I strongly believe that they wanted to help as best as possible. All right, police could still make a circle. That's what RR says. All right, but obviously we just talk about our society group. All right, yeah. Man, no listen to that, JD. You know, man's them unruly, which we already saw that as well in the same set of videos. The dancing and girl grinding on men and all sort, kids and all sort of madness. You know, Ernest, Murray, and even when people in Twitter, obviously because Twitter is the world's Twitter, start to say that, oh, this doesn't look good. They start to curse out the people them. You get me? So they are trying to continue their drama-filled situation, all right? And so you can't beat anybody that don't want to give in to their madness. All right. Yes. What could they do after all this time? Some Jamaicans don't take hurricane seriously. I am sorry for those for the last to the family. This could be avoided 100%. That is accurate. You learn to minimize risk, as it is difficult to eliminate all risk. So I understand why the officers are reluctant to act. All right. Self-care says 100%. So majority of the people agreed with that approach of the guys. Let me pull it up and show you the big dance that was actually taking place, so people can understand. So once you're beating the police officers, you have to beat some of these terrible persons. You know, they are pretty much terrible. I can fully say. Okay. Once I put in Jamaica, it was the first thing starts the trend. Look at this. Let me try to turn it up. So all right, so let me see if I can get any more of them like talk. And this was.
Watch it. Two more dogs them here.
They're talking about some dogs.
All right, but watch out, it's a bunch of dogs. Oh, the blood clot this.
All right, sorry. Oh God. And for persons. I can't continue with some of these clips because obviously for people from American stuff that can't translate it, they are cursing bad words as well inside of some of these videos, so it is not as clean, so I can't put it up. I can understand that they're passionate about it, but yeah, you know, it's not nice to cover it, you know. Yeah, because they're cursing out bad words. All right, yes. Sound like them Bex to be at work. All right, maybe some of them would have wanted to be at home, but better communication is needed for the officers. That's what Brian Burke says. Chris Smith said, best of JD and Imaxit. Yeah, man, big of yourself. Vinny Congo said, JD, it was a witness recount of the incident, not the parent. Okay. Thank you, Vinny Congo, for that one. Oh my God. Spain Town says, oh God, Spain Town, come on. And then we heard that the next lady got crushed by a tree. Yes, yeah, crushed by a tree. Yeah, because something happened and she had to run out, and a tree got loosed and just crushed her and killed her. So clearly you have a lot of incidents and it's going to take a while. So I don't want to say that maybe you have more deaths by the end of the day, but based on how fast we are hearing these things and based on what I saw a light post, a light in like for the first 20 minutes when it reached land. You had like an entire street complete with electricity. Complete. So anyone that's close to that will be electrocuted. Mental. So and that might you might say JPS is to be blamed if anyone gets hurt there, because once you know it's going to hit land, you should be turning off all grids instant. You understand me? So maybe JPS was trying to be good as possible to let it run as far close to land as possible, but definitely that one, when I saw it, I'm saying, damn, anybody in that vicinity, wow, you have no chance of surviving, you know. And it was someone videoing it as well, so that is good from the personnel to video it. And I saw it on what you call it, teach them, that guy, he did a very good job yesterday. Thought that he streamed for like almost 24 hours. So Spain Town has zero empathy, saying one less crosses to deal with. Jesus God. Deco says, yeah, JD, that one I was talking. The dog washing away, damn. Well, the dog will survive faster than a human being, you know. Believe me. Omar said people in Jamaica needs to be educated in emergency management. I think we need, or maybe you need something like this to happen, so they are much more accepting of that situation, because the problem is, you know, our people are very tough people in general. I'm not talking the majority. I'm not talking everyone, because you still have nice, decent people that I saw following every instruction yesterday. But the amount of people not following instruction, that was the shocking part. So equally as how you could find people that's following instruction, that's how you can find people saying that they're not going anywhere and they're not following no instruction, which is very, very sad. That was the only painful thing, because I'm saying if this it's Jamaica direct or go straight over Jamaica, the amount of people will be dead. And it's just because they are not listening. You know, so you're almost so sorry for them not having the education to understand that this is not a joke thing. You know, so that was something very very, very tough to see. That's and let you understand that sometimes education definitely help you, you know, because once you have the knowledge and a thing, you know, it's how tough you are after that, you know, because when you hear a lot of them speaking, you know that they don't know nothing about the storm, because what they're saying, oh, we survived 50 storms already. They are giving you all sorts of story why they are not moving, and they are not giving you exact measurements of what's coming, and if, because some of those storms that they're talking, those hurricanes that they're talking, never actually hit Jamaica or came that close to Jamaica as to this, you know. So they don't know, but they're just giving off their macho man, macho vibes. You get me? So you can clearly see that they are not educated as it relates to this said subject. You know, and you're just looking at it and saying, boy, oh boy. You are watching it and saying, oh my God, please. They don't know, so don't go there and kill them off, because it's like a surety some of these guys are going to die. And they're going to only know when they can't come out of their houses. You understand me? And thanks. I still think it's very bad, but it could have been way worse. So I am not taking away what happened to a lot of people's families and their houses and stuff, but I think we still got the better half of the storm. You understand me? Yes. JD, I don't think it's education. Jamaicans don't take things. Oh no. It is education. We are, and we never said when we say education, we don't mean you going to school and being education on the said subject. They don't know, Neil. I'm telling you, they don't know. 100% they don't know. All right, because we saw the people on the cameras and they can't explain what's taking place. So if you can't explain it, Neil Golson, or you don't know nothing at all, it is education. So you don't have the information that is required for the said situation you're in. That is the meaning of education. You understand me? So that I understand that you're saying that they don't take things serious, or they are brave people, but it's also education, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I never tried to disrespect anybody when I said that. I made sure to put it in context. Um, even when you are a first responder, your safety is paramount. All right, all right. Yeah. East Street. Okay, Juras, you watched it. All right. It's battering Cayman Islands now. All right. Cayman Islands. Let me see. Yes. Because we're on for an hour. So let me see where it is now. Yes. I think. Let me come in on Cayman. The fact that it's battering Cayman and the eye is not close to Cayman, you know. The eye is not close because they're saying that the eye is further away from Cayman than how close it was to Jamaica. And based on what I'm seeing, it looked like it actually did touch Jamaica. It did touch Rocky Point. So people in Rocky Point, Maho Gardens, Portland Cave, they should be able to see the actual eye of the actual storm. Yeah, because it touched Jamaica. It did touch Jamaica. Maybe it never went over Jamaica, but it did touch Jamaica based on this trajectory that I'm seeing. All right, on the map right here, how far it is from Cayman. All right, and the line that Jamaica has with Cayman. All right, all right. So let me see. Ernest said, JD, I live in Florida, and once hurricane is coming, emergency management issues warning, leave now because we will not be putting emergency personnel in danger when it starts. All right. So you're saying that the man's them that never turned up for the guy, it is very much justified. If Beryl I had touched land, it wrapped. It's a wrap for them. No, man. I actually thought that it touched land. I thought that it touched land, big bosses. I actually thought it touched land. Based on what I'm seeing here, the lines, how close it is to Cayman now, and you check the same trajectory, it would have to touch Jamaica, several spots of Jamaica. All right, let me type it in here. Did Burial I Jamaica. All right, so let me see. All right, I think it. Yes, I think yes, man. Of course, it did touch it, man, but not as like went over it, but it did make contact with Jamaica. It did make contact with Jamaica. I'm looking at the line, you know. I'm looking at the line and the areas that I'm talking. It's almost impossible for it not to touch that. So what you have to do is just watch the news, and the people from Maho, Gardens, Portland Cave, Rocky Point, Racecourse Alley, Lionel Town, Salt River, all of those places, you ask them, because I strongly believe you're going to hear Morant Bay talking about it, and Rocky Point, like Portland Point, you will hear talking about the eye of the storm. You will see it. You will see it somehow, people. All right, but I check everywhere, but I think it actually did touch Jamaica. JD, I don't think it's educate. Oh, I read that already. Ernest, yes, but we have FEMA and guards. Yes, and America have way more resources than Jamaica, way more. So obviously, and even the prime minister I heard said the same thing. Happy Fourth, everyone, praying for the people of Jamaica, my brothers, and few other family members. Yes, man. Police response was harsh. If that's the truth, how old was the boy playing ball? The boy is 20 years old. He's a man. He's a man, not a boy, to be honest. Dale, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. It was a man. He's 20 years old. I believe it brushed. Yeah, man. Based on the overall map, yes, it did make contact to Jamaica. But not like what we expected to. People wanted it to stop in the center of Jamaica for them to class it as actually made contact with Jamaica. But it did. It did. Because the line that we're seeing now, unless it goes in closer just because it wants to hurt Cayman. And I don't want to think that this time has so much sense. But the line that it's on is almost like it would have been connecting with Negril as well. So that means it would have touched the whole entire southern course of Jamaica. All right, based on the line that I'm seeing, the same line. If you draw a ruler based off the line, yes. And I'm people saying yes. See, Hurricane Beryl is hitting Jamaica with life-threatening rain of 145 miles per hour and did make contact with Portland Point. Yes. My eyeballs ain't wrong, you know. I knew that my eyeballs weren't wrong, but it's all right. I told you people, all right? I told you it did make contact. It did make contact with Jamaica. Maybe not what people want to describe as making contact, but yes, that the pointy point of Jamaica definitely got the worst part of that. I think people have to definitely check on people there. All right, let me put in Portland Point and see if any news came out on that. Let me go on Twitter to see it, because that's where people put in videos. So let me put in Portland Point, Jamaica. Portland Point, Jamaica. Portland Point, Jamaica. Let me see if we have all right, northern eye wall of major hurricane Beryl striking Portland Point in Clarendon Parish at 3:40 p.m. You see, people? That's what I'm telling you. Because our eyeballs ain't wrong, and they have the picture here to show you that the eye actually passed right there. All right, yes, so it did touch Jamaica. So that's the place I want to see the problems, you know. Let me see. Okay, all right, so I have the picture here, the full picture here of Portland Point as well, with the hurricane right here. So it actually goes over Jamaica. I have the video. Let me reshare that. All right, I'm going to reshare this on my Twitter so you guys can see. So it did, people. Veer get it. All right. Dale Stock says Veer get it. Lanzi, big up yourself. David J said, JD, my family in Mobile said it's similar, if not worse than Mobile. Okay. Damn. The outer part, Brush JA, Vinny Congo says, well, Vinny, I'm seeing the complete circle thing going over Portland Point. So that tells you that it all right, let me see the latest. All right, so Portland Point. So that means I have to do my video in a different, tomorrow I have to do what my video, people, for the rest of the conversation as it relates to the coach and all of those things, because we have spent the entire time that I have on this said subject, all right? Yeah. All right, so Portland Point. Let me see videos, pictures. Brush touch. All right, so if someone brushed against you, they never touched you. All right. So if someone, and I don't need to laugh on this because it's a serious matter. If someone brushed you, guys, they didn't touch you, because they made contact, right? And contact is actually touching you, don't? So it did make contact, right? Jesus God. Yep, I was in high school, okay? All right. No, Vinny, it no brush no way. It touched Jamaica. It did touch us. All right, yes. All right, so we rushed off an hour. Should we continue the same stream or we should continue a different stream? All right. Let me know because I think this serves for. Let me get a picture for it. The IR northern part of the eye touched land. Yes, yes. I am literally seeing it. I'm literally seeing it. So I can't explain nothing else to people when I'm seeing it. It is pinned. It is pinned. Yeah, no. The entire eye actually touched this part and go inside as well. I have like, all right, let me see where this is, where that slope is on the thingy. All right, so Rocky Point and Carlisle Bay. Rocky Point, Carlisle Bay, that should be the worst damaged part of Jamaica. Carlisle Bay, that's where I saw the eye actually covered, and Rocky Point, the eye covers. All right, so the eye actually fully goes there. So people in those vicinities should be able to see it and report it. All right. JD, I heard Curacao farmer coach interviewed for the Reggae Boyz job. Dina Ray, okay. That would be definitely good. That would be definitely good because he has the ability to do so. But I will have to do a different stream based off what's popping here. It's good. Notice how you and everyone getting along. You switch to Reggae Boyz, be a war start, okay? Several light poles and trees are down along the entire south of JA. Well, I'm just telling you where I think should be it worse, all right? And those are the areas, you know? So I'm looking, because I thought that when I like put in the information there, I would have seen most of the information coming up from that location. Carlisle Bay, Jamaica. All right. Carlisle Bay. All right, so let me see on YouTube if we get anything on YouTube, like videos. Damn. All right, so let me see. All right, Carlisle Bay, Bridgetown, Barbados. No, Jamaica. We want within the last day. All right, nothing. All right, nothing at all. Or maybe nobody cares where they do live in Jamaica. So let me type in 1 hour to see. All right, I'm not really seeing people putting in the location that they're at, but they're just putting Jamaica completely and showing the disaster and stuff. So maybe a little bit down the line, you will get more direct locations where you have the problems. All right, but for now I don't see it. All right, so several light poles. All right, it's good. All right, all roof gone in South St. Elizabeth. Crops damage. All right, let me see. So St. Elizabeth, so that means Savannah, Watchwell, Treasure Beach, Alligator Pond. Those places are in line with Rocky Point, so definitely Santa Cruz, Black River. Yes, yeah, definitely it's possible because that's where majority of the problems stays. Bless up, Umza, how you doing, man? Hey, all. Stay strong. Our heart goes out to all affected. Mr. Chan, my Chan, how you doing? Thanks for being here. All right. If the wind only went in one direction, there wasn't a direct hit by the eye. All right, JD, you can stop showing off that I watched. No. Okay, what? Sir Vinny, I am not here trying to go into any geography class and a whole heap of weather type thing. All right. So if you think that you got it right, sir, I'm not gonna fight with you. Just stay and get it right. All right. Yes. Yes, I am not the weatherman. I think I'm going to stop it right here and then set up a different stream. Is that okay for you guys? Set up a different stream and put my prediction. Let me drop only the next part in the stream. What say you guys? Let me do a different stream so I can set this up then, because this one a lot of people got involved and I don't want to fight with Vinny Congo anymore. All right, I want to talk about football. I can't talk about football with Vinny Congo being so angry. All right, yes. Okay, then we have a few more comments. Let me go through the comments and then JD, you can stop showing off. I watch. I do. Okay. Okay. I never know. I never know that I have. Oh my God, these guys are something else. JD, how do you want to be? Shens? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Please educate me a little bit more. The entire South, all right. JD, the weatherman. I'm not the weatherman, Lamar. I'm going to start a different stream, all right? We not fight. No. I just said I based on the trajectory, I thought it touched Jamaica, all right? Yes, it actually did. And then every weatherman told me that yes, it did. And then you trying to fight me that it didn't. So I am not going to fight about it because I am not a weatherman. And based on my eyeballs, I thought that I saw that it's touching it. All right, yes. So I don't care how much measurements it's actually touching it. I just care that at least it never damaged the entire Jamaica. All right, yes, which I think is fair. Leave the weather alone and move on to football. That means we will stop it right here. So thanks everyone that passes through. I'm going to try and set up everything so people can click on the links to go and support anybody you have right around the Caribbean. All right. JD, it did not touch Jamaica. It was very close. God damn. They got 220K. I'm not going to listen to you. All right. Okay. What our weatherman says are the international weatherman, because I am sharing the things I'm telling you, and I'm not going to fight with you guys. All right. So let me leave it right here. Whether it touches Jamaica or not, at least it wasn't damaged as most other places. All right. That's the main conversation. All right. So for the next one, I'm gonna set up the next one. So we're gonna return back in around 10 minutes. So give me around 10 minutes. All right.